All right, shalom, shalom. Back for another live lesson. And first and foremost, as always, before I get started, turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rapakodash. Next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of what you will hear for a bear. All right, this lesson today is going to be entitled Head First into Captivity. With every single one of our adversaries, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, the Moabites, the so-called Chinese, the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, every single adversary shall go into captivity. And that's coming straight out the Bible, you see? So we're going to jump right into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, and I'm going to start at verse 16. And it reads, Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right? Every single nation upon the face of the earth, all right, has been a part of the spoils and a part of the destruction of the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right? But the Lord, he declares that all of these curses are going to go upon our enemies. Okay, the same cup that we drank from, our slavery, oppression. All right, every single one of our enemies is gonna drink of that same cup. All right, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that in 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. It tells you that every nation has taken part in the destruction of the children of Israel. All right, that's 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. Let's get that. All right, here we are. 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All right, so, and that's a question, but every nation has taken part in the destruction of the children of Israel. Okay, once again, consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and they're all gonna have to pay for that. So we coming out here week in, week out prophesying of the destruction of this place. We're not gonna do it. The Lord said that he's gonna do these things, all right? Let's go ahead and get Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 7. The children of Israel are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Primarily, they're here in the daughter of Babylon as it prophesied they would be, all right? But they are, for the most part, once again, scattered all over the earth. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 7. And it reads, All that found them have devoured them. So every nation that has found the children of Israel that they were scattered into has devoured them, all right? Played a part in their oppression, their destruction. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. All right, so you know they continue even to this day. We're yet this day in our captivity. All right, continue to oppress, continue to do wickedly, and do evil against the children of Israel. We are cursed and a reproach every nation that we've been scattered into. All right, but once again, man, the Lord is getting ready to pay all that back. Let's go to Jeremiah. Let's go back. Jeremiah 30 and 16. All right, Jeremiah 30 and 16. Let's get that again. It says, Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, let's go ahead and get a list of those enemies. All right, the Bible tells us exactly who our enemies are. It gives a list of all these different heathen nations. All right, this is the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. All right, and verse 1, and it says, Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right, so all these different nations, they came together. It's a big conspiracy. All right, they came together to cut off the children of Israel from being a nation. All right, that's the reason why people don't know who we are. All right, the vast majority of people who are actually the biblical Hebrew Israelites, they're not even aware of their heritage. All right, it says, let's see, This is a list of enemies right here. Psalms 83rd chapter. All right. Verse 6, it says the tabernacles of Edom. Who is Esau Edom? That's the so-called white man today. All right. And the Ishmaelites. Who are the Ishmaelites? The so-called Arab. Of Moab. Okay, that's the so-called Chinese. And the Hagarenes, the Baal and Ammon, and Amalek. All right. Amalek is the 1948ers. All right. Big nose, small hat people. All right. The Philistines. All right. Those are the Hamites, Africans, so-called Africans. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Our sir is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Say Lot. All right, so all these different heathen nations, man. All right, going all the way, starting off with Esau Edom, so-called white man. They spearheaded it all. All right, and then you got the Arabs mixed in with that. You got the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called Africans. All these different heathen nations have conspired against the children of Israel. They're all guilty. All right. Matter of fact, once again, it said all of our adversaries should go head first into captivity. Let's get let me see. They shall drink of that cup. I think it's in the book of Jeremiah, but it says they're going to refuse the cup. They're going to refuse the cup of wrath before he's going to bring it. He said he's going to force it on them. They can't escape it. All right, here we are. Yep, Jeremiah chapter 25. I'll go there right quick. Yep. Once again, every single one of these heathen nations is going head first into captivity. All right, and they're going to drink of that cup that we drink from. This is Jeremiah chapter 25, and let's see. Yep, here it is. All right, Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 27. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. All right, so they're gonna refuse it, obviously. You know, these judgments are gonna come upon them. The same cup that we drink of. All right, slavery, oppression. They're gonna receive of that same cup in these end times. It says, Jeremiah 25 and verse 29. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished? All right, so he's going to bring evil upon the city that's called by his name, Jerusalem, people before its place. All right, the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, he's going to bring, we brought evil upon us back then, but he's going to do it again in these times. He's going to wipe out the 2/3. All right, it says, and should you be utterly unpunished? Ye shall not be unpunished, for I will bring a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, so he's going to bring a sword upon all these different heathen nations. It says, verse 30, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them. All right, so that's exactly what we're doing. This is the commandments of the Lord. He said, prophesy against all these different heathen nations, man. Tell them what's going to happen before it even happens. Tell them that the Lord is getting ready to send great wrath and fury upon them. He's going to send them and make them drink of the cup of slavery and oppression, the same way that the children of Israel drink of. You see? All right, it says, read that again. Jeremiah 25 and 30. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. All right, that's kind of referring back to that the book of Revelations, where he's talking about the wine press. The sickle is ready. All right, he's going to smash these people like grapes, man. We prophesying to these things. Skipping down to verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. All right, what's that controversy? Okay, they did wickedly against his chosen people. Okay, and look at them. We still destroyed this day because of the stuff that happened to us. All right, and who is chosen people? Once again, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He says, I have controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. That don't mean that he's coming down here to beg and say and ask you to do anything. He plead means he's coming to slay. All right, he's coming to bring destruction. He will give them that are wicked to the sword. All right, and them that are wicked. What the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right? But then you got 2/3 of our people, they're wicked as well. He said he's going to give them all to the sword. So he's going to punish them with death and destruction. All right? It says, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. All right, so it's going to be bodies on top of bodies, man. He's slaying everything that ain't right. All right, and all these heathen nations are lined up for the Lord's judgment. Let the train go by. But yeah, all these heathen nations, man, are lined up for the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, who the world Italy calls God and Jesus. He ain't coming back to play around. He ain't coming back to blow no kisses or none of that, man. He's coming back to destroy this wicked, sinful kingdom and put these heathens into captivity. Let's go ahead and get that in the book of Psalms, chapter 2. All right, Psalms chapter 2 at verse 1, and it reads, "Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" All right, because these different nations, they think that their rulership is going to continue forever. All right, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, they proud as hell, man. They think that their rulership, their kingdom is going to live forever. But the Lord about to destroy all this crap, man. You see, He going to burn all this place to a crisp. That's the reason why He got them Eastern nations rising up for World War III. He's going to send nuclear missiles upon this place. And the Edomites, the so-called white folks that remain, they're going to be put head first into captivity, man. You see? All right, so let's get that again. Psalm chapter 2 and verse 1. Why did the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against His anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. All right, once again, man, He's going to utterly destroy their kingdoms. He's going to completely take their power. All right, in Isaiah chapter 14, it says, how hath the golden city ceased? Okay, how has the staff of the wicked been broken? And what is that staff? That means their power. All right, He's going to completely take their power from them, because right now they're on top of the earth. All right, the wicked is ruling, as it tells us in Job. It's that Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. All right, so the wicked is ruling right now, but the Lord, He's getting ready to completely destroy their power. He's getting ready to completely take down their whole system. All right, America, the EU, the UN, all these different European nations about to be completely destroyed, man. All right, including America first and foremost. This is going to be the lake of fire right here. All right, the daughter of Babylon. The Lord's going to send nuclear missiles upon this place, man. And we're going to keep saying that over and over again. So once again, prophesy against these nations. All right, the sword is coming for these wicked ass people, man. All right, let's keep going. It says said that they see Salakia. Oh, it says the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against His anointed. All right, the elites, all right, the rulers of all these different heathen nations, man, they really think that they're gonna come up against the Lord. He's revealed in the heavens with His mighty angels, man, thousands of angels. You want to see what's gonna happen to him? Go into 2 Ezra chapter 13. All right, here we go. He's gonna break it down for you. All right, when the Lord returns, all these different heathen nations are gonna try to rise up and turn against Him. And He's gonna burn them. He's gonna shoot straight fire upon them, man. Turn them into powder, into dust. All right, let's skip on down. It says, verse 6. It says, yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Who is that king? All right, that king is Yahushai HaMashiach, who the world really calls Jesus. I will declare the decree the Lord has sent to me. Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. All right, so He says He's going to give the heathen for thine inheritance. All right, meaning literally that the elect of the nation of Israel, okay, once again, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, are gonna own these heathens, man. All right, the same once again. They're gonna drink from the cup that we drank from. All right, slavery, captivity, okay, oppression. They're gonna drink from that cup. And he's gonna use the elect of His men to bring mighty destruction upon these heathens, man. All right. It says, let's see. Let's get that again. Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. All right, so man, this is crazy, yo. It's crazy, but you see what it says, man. All right, we're gonna receive the heathen for thine inheritance, and that's gonna be given to Yahweh Shai. But we are joint heirs, all right, with Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, for the kingdom. All right, the same thing that he's gonna get, we're gonna receive as well. Let's get that. Those who overcome. Revelation chapter 2. Once again, man, these heathens going head first into captivity. So rejoice and be glad, O ye daughter of Edom. Enjoy your kingdom right now while it still stands, because the Lord about to shut all this down, yo. Revelation 2 and 26, it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. All right? Damn Edomites, man. Anyways, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. All right, so we just read in Psalm chapter 2 that the Father is going to give the Son the heathen as an inheritance. All right, and he's going to give us, okay, Lord willing, we be in that number. We're going to be joint heirs with the Son. All right, for the kingdom, and with the kingdom comes all these different heathen nations. All right, as servants. You see. Let's go to Isaiah 14. We're going to get that next. It's going to go into that. Because you know, Isaiah 8 and 20, okay, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them. So we're gonna prove everything we're saying. We're gonna prove it. It's right here in the scriptures, man. It's all in the prophecies. It's all in the Bible. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, a people before its a place. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because that's who these words are for. And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. All right? So we're going to take these heathens and possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. All right? And who is that speaking of? Who are we going to possess? Once again, man, all these heathen nations. All of our adversaries, all right? Every last one of them shall go into captivity. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's going into captivity. Ishmael, the so-called Abraham, he's going into captivity. All right? Moab, the so-called Chinese, they going into captivity. Ammon, the so-called Japanese, they going into captivity. Every single last one of our adversaries is going headfirst into captivity. And that's according to the Bible, all right? Let's get that again, Isaiah 14 and verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, that's exactly what's going to happen. And who is that main one? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We're going to take him and have his ass in chains, man. All right, let's go to Isaiah chapter 60. Let's get that. Isaiah chapter 60. And this is music to my ears, man. Man, when the Lord put this lesson on my spirit, boy was I happy. This is exactly what the people need to hear, man. We prophesying against these wicked devils, man, boldly, okay, proclaiming the words of the Lord, proclaiming that they going head first into captivity. They about to be oppressed and receive destruction at the hands of the Lord. It's all right here in the scriptures, man. Isaiah chapter 60, and let's see, verse 2, actually verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. All right, that's talking about the children of Israel. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, because here's the thing about it, man. See, once again, this is Esau's heaven, but we're in our hell right now. All right, we are in captivity to this day. Yet this day in captivity. Okay, subject to payments according to the iniquities of our fathers. All right, you know, being oppressed by this devil, man. First one's fired, last one's hired. You know, all that kind of stuff, man. All right, these are the curses that we're up under. All right, once again, we're in our hell, they're in our heaven, but the Lord is going to completely reverse that. The same cup that we drink of, they're going to drink of that cup, man. All right. So for the elect, light is going to come upon them, but darkness upon the whole world. It says, verse 4, lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then shalt thou see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. And the abundance of the sea, okay, the sea is talking about a sea of people, all the different nations, all right? It says that their abundance is going to be converted unto the children of Israel. He's going to, once again, because the Lord is going to come, he's going to take everything from these heathens, and he's going to give a righteous kingdom to his people, all right? It says the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. When it says the forces, it's talking about their sustenance, all right? Everything, their riches, their wealth, it's all going to be transferred over unto the children of Israel, all right? The elect of the nation of Israel specifically. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold that, and I'm going to get Daniel. See, Daniel chapter, I believe, 7, verse 18, I believe it is. All right, Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18, and it reads, yep, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. All right, so we're going to take it by force with the help of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world eagerly calls Jesus, man. All right, also in Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44, all right, and it reads, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, all right? And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever, all right? So the God of heaven, all right, the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, is going to set up a kingdom for his people, for his saints. It's not going to be left to any of the people. It's not going to be any Edomite rulership, no Ishmaelite rulership, all right, no Moabite, no Ammonite. None of these different heathen nations are going to have any rulership or any say-so in what happens in the kingdom of heaven, man, all right? It's going to be specifically for the children of Israel. They're going to be in rulership. They're going to be the judges, all right, the rulers, the kings, the princes, okay? That's just, that's fair. Because we've been in captivity thousands of years at this point, all right? Under these different heathen nations, man. So the Lord is going to uplift his people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and give them a righteous kingdom, all right? But anyways, let's go back to Isaiah 60. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse, let's see. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers, all right? Actually, I'll start at verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. So once again, you're going to take their sustenance, take the force of the Gentiles, all right? It says they're going to bring their gold and their silver to us. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath have I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. All right, so they're going to build up our walls, man. We're going to have them in captivity, rebuilding the earth after the Lord destroys it by way of the intercontinental ballistic missiles. It says, verse 11, Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. All right, so the nations that are not going to serve us, all right, they refuse to serve the children of Israel, all right, they refuse to go into captivity. Well, first of all, they ain't going to have no choice. If they don't, the Lord's going to slay them, man. All right, and we're going to have spiritual power to slay them as well. All right, because we're going to be as angels before the heathens. All right, it says that in, I think that's Zechariah 12 and 8. So in that day, there's not going to be any heathen nation that has the gall to stand up against an elect man of the nation of Israel. All right, if they do, they're going to be utterly destroyed. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 12. I'm going to get that again. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come upon thee, the fir tree and pine tree and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. All right, so the way that the Holy Land is a desert right now, it's completely desolate. There's going to be trees and plants and all kind of foliage. The Lord is going to restore that land to its natural estate, to make it like the Garden of Eden. All right, and then we're going to have these heathens rebuilding our city. Okay, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. All they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. All right, so because all of them that afflicted thee, and what did we read in First Maccabees 2:10? What nation have not gotten of her spoil? So once again, all these heathen nations, man, every single last one of them, okay? All these heathen nations going head first into captivity, man. They're all going to come bending down. All the sons of them that afflicted us are going to come bending down. All right, and they're going to cause the holy ones of Zion, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. All right. It says, verse 15. Wherefore, it's like, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated. All right, because that's what we have been, forsaken and hated by the nations of the world, so that no man went through thee. I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. All right, we're not literally going to suck the breast. When it says they're going to, it means that we're going to take their sustenance. Once again, man, all of their wealth is going to be transferred over to the elect of the nation of Israel, all right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right? All of the wealth of these heathen nations is going to be given, was going to be taken from them and given to the poor, all right? Let's keep reading. It says, let's see if there's any more I can get on this. Okay. All right, yeah, there's not, that's it for this topic in that chapter. I'm going to go to Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 9, all right? So this ain't really going to be a long one, man. Just wanted to bring these out. As the Lord commanded, man, prophesy to these heathens, prophesy against them. What's to come? They're going to drink of that cup. And there ain't a damn thing they could do about it. Zechariah chapter 2. Let's get this. No, not Zechariah. Zephaniah. Wait. Not it, Zechariah. No, it's like it. Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 2. No, I had it right. No, I got it. Okay, here we go. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 9. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. All right? So, hey, it tells you right there, man. The remnant of my people shall spoil them and possess them. We just read that. All right, we're going to take all their sustenance. All right, and we're going to possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And that's it. That said Moab and Ammon, are the so-called Chinese and Japanese, but that's going to be all these heathen nations too, man. Esau, Edom as well. Verse 10, it says, this shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. Okay, so, hey, reproach and magnify themselves against, all right, risen up against and oppressed. What did I read earlier? What nation has gotten the spoils of her? All right, has not taken part in the spoils of her. So all these different heathen nations have oppressed the children of Israel. All right, first and foremost, start with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Once again, that's why all these different nations are going to go head first into captivity, and we're going to keep bringing that out. All right, verse 11, it says, the Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, everyone from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. All right, so every single last one of these heathens, man. All right, so what did we read? The nation that will not serve thee shall utterly perish. All right, so this ain't optional. It ain't gonna be no choice. And all those fake gods and false idols, all that's gonna get destroyed, man. Zephaniah chapter. Now going to Zechariah chapter 2. Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8. But thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. All right, so every single one of these nations are guilty, man. All right, are guilty. All right, and the Lord said he will not at all acquit the wicked. Every single one of these heathen nations is guilty of touching the apple of the Lord's eye, which is you children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Verse 10, it reads, sing and rejoice. No, it's like in verse 9. But behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me. All right, so he's gonna shake his hand upon all these heathen nations, and they're gonna become a spoil to those who they oppress, the servants of the earth, which is the children of Israel. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You get that all the time, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 49. Once again, this is a quick, a quick hit, man. Isaiah chapter 49 and verse, let's see where I'm gonna start at. All right, Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 22. Thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. And they shall bow down they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. All right, so it says that they're going to come, they're going to bow down their face to the earth and lick up the dust of our feet. All right, that's figurative speech. All right, not literally going to be licking feet. I don't want my feet licked by no damn heathen, man. But but pretty much they're going to be kissing our boots, man. All right, 49 and Isaiah 49 and verse 24. It says, "Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered." All right, so the prey, who is the terrible? All right, primarily Esau Edom, okay? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that's the terrible. He said he's going to deliver us from the hand of this devil, man. Isaiah 49:25, I'm going to read that again. "But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered." He's going to deliver us out of this devil's hand. "For I will contend with him that contended with thee, and I will save thy children. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob." All right, so, that's, once again, man, he's going to do major damage and destruction, all right, to these heathen nations that have oppressed the apple of his eye. All right? Once again, starting first and foremost with Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 14. All right, here we are, Zechariah chapter 14. And let's see. Zechariah chapter 14, and let's get verse 12. "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." All these heathen nations, man, that have fought against Jerusalem. "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." And what's going to do that? Okay, the fire from those intercontinental ballistic missiles is literally going to dissolve these people, man. It's going to melt them. All right, it's going to burn them to a crisp. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall hold every one of the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel in great abundance." All right, so it tells you right there, man. The Lord is going to strengthen up his elect, all right, and we're going to go to war against these heathens and take them down, and take all their substance, their gold, their silver, their apparel, everything in great abundance. And any nation that's not going to serve us, all right, they're going to utterly perish. All right, let's keep reading. Skipping down Zechariah 14 and verse 16. "It shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came up against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King of the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles." So all these pagan holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all that's going out the window, man. You can kiss that goodbye. All right, you're gonna serve the Lord. All right, you're gonna serve His people, okay, which are the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you're gonna keep our festivals. All right, this is coming straight out the Bible. And if you don't, then you're gonna be killed. You're gonna utterly perish, man. It says Zechariah 14 and verse 17. "And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King of the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt. Okay, that's not talking about actual Egypt. It's talking about spiritual Egypt. All right, the land of captivity, which is America. But this place is going to be destroyed. Anyway, this place is going to be destroyed. But the Egyptians, all right, the modern day oppressors, okay, Esau, even the so-called white man, this is what it's talking about here. It says, in that punishment of all nations that come up not to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Lord. And the pots in the Lord's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Lord of hosts. And all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them and seethe therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. All right. So, anyways, man, you got the main point of that was, once again, you know, let me read that again. The main point I wanted to get, Zechariah 14 and verse 14. And Judah shall also fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver, and apparel in great abundance. All right. So once again, man, we're gonna take all their sustenance and take them as captives. All right. Let's get Psalms, the 137th chapter. All right, Psalms 137. Salakia, bear with me. All right, here we are. All right, Psalms 137 and verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." All right, 70 AD, man. Those Edomite Romans came in and slaughtered many people of Israel. Even before that. All right, the Greeks. Okay, the Greeks did the same thing. All right, they came in, but 70 AD was the last time that we were in our land. All right, the Greeks came in and they slaughtered many people. Okay, and these are all Edomites. It says verse 8, and also I'm gonna read that again. I'm gonna read 7 and 8 together. All right, Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon." All right, so the children of Edom, all right, are synonymous. Their land is right. They're right now ruling over the daughter of Babylon, which is America. All right. It says, "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones." All right. So that's what's gonna happen, man. Once again, all these curses, man, that came upon us are gonna come upon them, and they did terrible, terrible atrocities to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. Feeding our babies to alligators, and once again, literally they would pull a baby out of the mother's womb and smash his head on the ground, man. All right, but the Lord said that all these things are going to come upon them, all these same curses, and they're going to receive double. According to Revelation chapter 18, it says they're going to receive double punishment, man. So theirs is going to be even much worse than what we received. They're going to receive double for all their wickedness. The Lord is going to do major damage to these heathens, man. All right, let's go to Psalms 149. And I'll close out with that. All right, Psalms, the 149th chapter, at verse 5. It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds." All right, who are the saints? Psalms 50 and 5. Those who made a covenant with the Lord by sacrifice. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians today. We say so-called because those are the names that our oppressors gave us. All right, but really, we are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. We make up all the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? So let the saints be joyful in glory, and let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. All right, so that's what we're going to rejoice over, man. Because the Lord is going to give us spiritual power and authority to judge and execute punishments, okay? Execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. All right, verse 8, it says, "To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron." All right, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to bind them up, but we're going to have these heathens, man, in captivity, in chains, all right, with fetters of iron, the same way that we were, man. The Lord is righteous like that, all right? The Lord, he hates an unbalanced weight. All right, the same way that he allowed them to punish us, for our iniquities. Now he's going to flip that around, and he's going to punish them at our hands. And actually, I'll get that next. I'll close out with that. It says, for his name, it's like it. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name is... Oh, no, it's like it. I missed. Okay, so like, okay. Psalms 149 and 7 again. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. All right, this is an honor to be able to go out here and proclaim this. And it's going to be an honor to be a part of that judgment when the time comes. Lord's will we be at that number. All right, and the Lord is going to use us to execute this vengeance and destruction upon Esau, Edom, and all these heathen nations, man. Let's get let's go to Ezekiel 25. Yep, Ezekiel 25. Let's go there. And the best part about it, ain't nothing they could do to stop it, man. Ain't nothing they could do to stop this. Ezekiel chapter 25. All right, in verse 12 it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushai, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. All right, verse 14, Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushai. All right, so the Lord's going to put that spiritual power, okay, on his people, all right, who once again, okay, were the elect of his people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, the biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? And they're going to execute vengeance and fury upon Esau, Edom, according to his anger, all right? That's what the prophecies say, and it's going to come to pass. And we'll close out with this. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, one of our favorite scriptures. We bring it out all the time, man. And we'll close out with this right here. It ends it perfectly. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, and it reads, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so this is the patience, this is what we're waiting patiently for, and this is the faith that we have. All right, the Lord is going to execute vengeance upon our enemies and deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the destruction that's getting ready to come upon the face of the earth. But once again, man, you know, these heathen nations, all right, every single last one of them, all of thine adversaries shall go head first into captivity. That's thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. All right, with that being said, man, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four winds of heaven, the four corners of the earth. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops, a great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether we're here or forbear. Until next time, and this has been all you heathens going head first into captivity. Shalom and a Bible ball. Shalom.